A box contains 5 light globes, 2 of which are faulty. 2 globes are selected one at a time without replacement. A. Find the probability that both globes are faulty. 2 are faulty out of 5, so 2 out of 5 are faulty globes. We know that there's no replacement here. So when I've picked one, I'm just going to keep it and I'm not going to replace it back. So there's one less globe to choose from in the remaining pile. If both are faulty, I'll have 2 out of 5 for the first pick. Now for the second one, I know there's only one faulty globe left, so it's going to subtract 1 from 2 to get 1. And then out of 5, I have one less globe to choose from, so I have 4. So I'm simply subtracting 1 from both top and bottom and simplify to get 1 on 10. B. Find the probability that neither globe is faulty. So I want both of the globes that I pick to not be faulty. 3 of the globes are not faulty. So 5 minus 2 is 3, isn't it? So 3 out of 5 is not faulty. So it's going to be 3 out of 5 times, 1 less on top and bottom, having 2 out of 4. There's only 2 non-faulty globes left after I've picked one, so there's 2 on top. And out of 5, I only have 4 left to choose from, so it's out of 4. You should get 3 on 10. So do you get the idea? C. Find the probability that the first globe is faulty and the second one is not. So I want the first globe to be faulty and the second one to be not faulty. 2 out of 5 for faulty globes and 3 out of 5 for non-faulty globes. But I've picked one from the first pick, which is 2 on 5. So there's 2 out of 5 probability for the faulty globes, so it's 2 out of 5. Non-faulty globes are 3 out of 5, so because I've picked one, I only have 4 left to choose from, so it's 3 out of 4. And then simplify that, you should get 3 on 10. D. Find the probability that the second globe is faulty and the first one is not. 3 out of 5 because that's the non-faulty globe. The faulty globes, there's 2 out of 5, but because I've picked one already from my first pick, I'll only have 4 left to choose from, so it's 2 out of 4, which is simplified, also 2, 3 on 10. Question 20. A box contains 40 red, 10 blue and 10 white cards. 2 are withdrawn, one after the other without a replacement, so there's no replacement here. Find the probability that the first card withdrawn is blue. 40 plus 10 plus 10 is 60. There's 60 cards in total. And for the blue, it's going to be 10 out of 60. So I want to find the probability that the first card withdrawn is blue. So the second one could be red or the second one could be white. It could be 10 out of 60, which is simply 1 out of 6. B. Find the probability that the white card is not withdrawn. The rest, which is 50, because white is 10, so the remaining are 40 plus 10, which is 50 out of 60. And the second one, I don't want it to be a white as well. So it's going to be 49, because 1 less than 50 is 49. Because I've already picked 1 out of that 50, I'm going to have 49 left. And out of 60 cards in total, I only have 59 to choose from. So see how I'm excluding that 10? Because I don't want white. And then you just multiply those together to get that. C. Find the probability that the second card withdrawn is red. This one, because it's the second card, it is dependent of the first card. So depending on what the first card is, the second card, the probability will change. If the second card is withdrawn as red, it could be 2 cases, one which is red, or the second which is a non-red and then a red. So the second one could be a blue or a white. So the first one, when the first one is red, there's 40 red out of 60, so it's 40 out of 60 for the first pick. And the second one will be 1 less from top and bottom, which is 39 out of 59. Or if the first card could be a blue or a white. So there's 10 blue and 10 white, so 20 out of 60 for blue or white. So it's 20 out of 60, but we want the second one to be red, so there's 40 red, but it's going to be out of 59 because I've already picked one for my first pick, so it will be only 59 left, which is 1 less than 60. Calculate that, you add them because it's this or this, so we add it, and then you can simplify it to 2 on 3. D. Find the probability that a white and a red are withdrawn in that order. So we must have white first and red next because that's what their order wants to be. The white, then the red, white there's 10, so 10 out of 60 for the white pick. Now there's 40 red, so 40 out of 59 because it's 1 less. We've already picked one, so there's 59 left. And calculate it to get 20 over 177. With E now, find the probability that both cards are red, which means we want red, which is 40 out of 60 times one less on top and bottom, so 39 over 59, because we'll have one less red card out of one less of the total number of cards to choose from, and that's 26 on 59. Question 21. There are 12 houses in the street and there is someone home at 7 of them. Okay, so 7 out of 12, there will always be someone. Okay, that's the probability of having someone inside a house. Find the probability that if 3 houses are visited at random, they are all empty. 7 out of 12 is the probability that there's someone in the house, and therefore the remaining 5 out of 12 will be the probability that they are all empty, which means it's going to be 5 out of 12 times 1 less, because we want all 3 to be empty. That if I pick 5 out of 12, which is 1 empty house, because I'll only have 4 left empty houses, it will be 4 out of 11 to choose from. So after I've picked 1 empty house, I want to know whether the next house is going to be empty or not. So there's going to be 11 houses left to choose from, and there's 4 empty houses left. And then I've picked already 2, so there's 3 empty houses left out of 10. So I'm subtracting from the numerator and denominator for the next 2 as well. And then you calculate that to get 1 over 22. So that's the answer. Question 22. Susan draws 3 cards in succession from a pack of 52 cards. What is the probability that they are all hearts if 3 cards are drawn without replacement? Hearts is 1 out of 4 shapes. So hearts is a quarter of 52 cards. So there are exactly 13 hearts in a pack. Because it's not going to be any replacement, it's simply going to be 13 out of 52 times 1 less on top and bottom, so 12 out of 51 times 11 out of 50. So I hope I don't have to explain why. You see why, because I'm having 1 less card to choose from, so I'll have 1 less each time on the denominator, and I'll have 1 less heart, so I'll keep having 1 subtracted from the numerator. And you calculate it to get that. Okay, just use your calculator. Very simple again, just requires 1 little step.